No, actually, that's exactly what I meant. I understand that it's illegal from the ages of 18 to 21 to consume cannabis and alcohol in this country. I'm of the opinion that if you're an adult for one thing, you're an adult for all things. If they say that at 18 you're an adult enough to vote for the elected officials of this country, enlist in the military, and be flown halfway around the country and be sent into battle for this country, you're old enough to get married without parental consent, you're old enough to have a kid without parental consent, you're old enough to do all of the other things that adults can do, then you're old enough to drink a beer or smoke a joint, own a gun, in my opinion. You're old enough to do all of those things. Now, because they're still illegal, what I teach my kids is that when you turn 18, I view you as an adult. I'm going to say you have the ability to do those things in my world. However, if outside of this house you get caught at the age of 18, 19, or 20 drinking a beer or smoking a joint, you have to deal with the legal ramifications that comes with it. And I teach them what those legal ramifications are. But I tell them, if you're in for the night and I see you drinking a wine spritzer or a beer and you're 18, 19 years old living in my house, I'm not going to yell and scream at you that you're not 21 years old. Not at all. You're an adult, you're an adult. Once again, though, you leave this house and go to somebody else's house and you're drinking a beer and the cops raid the place and you get busted, then you knew the risks. You knew what the legal ramifications were. I teach them what all of those, first day with the new lips, I teach them what the legal ramifications are. But I also teach them, in these walls, I view you as an adult. So yeah, I do allow my 18, 19, or 20-year-old child, if they're still living at home, to be able to drink a beer or a glass of wine or smoke a bowl if that's what they do. I don't have a problem with that. My wife has a little bit more of an issue with that than I do. I'm a little bit more liberal than she is on those particular issues. But no, that's exactly what I meant. When you turn 18, if you're still living in this house, my daughter's going to go away to college after high school, right? She's going to come back in the summertime. She's going to be 18 years old, 19 years old, and she's going to want to have a drink, or she's going to want to smoke a bowl, or she's going to want to smoke a joint. And if that's how she chooses to go out and sit on the deck and relax on her summer break at 19, then I got no fucking problem with it. Because if she's old enough in the eyes of society to do all those other things, then she should be old enough to do that as well. And I have got to recognize the fact that if I trust her with X, I got to trust her with Y. That's the way I parent them.